stagflation, inflation. They said the economy was going to crash and burn, and we're seeing the exact opposite. The job numbers came out today. They were phenomenal. We got various numbers today. It showcases the resilience and the strength of the American economy. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to the Shermichael Singleton Show. Shout out to my friends out of Texas, Sons of Liberty in San Antonio. They make some of the best AR-15s in the world. Go and check them out, Sons of Liberty. They are friends of We the Free, friends of the Shermichael Singleton Show. I'm your host, Shermichael Singleton, and boy, Democrats must be squirming because the numbers, the jobs report, the economy, it's looking good. In this town, good news, in this town, Washington, D.C. is often buried way beneath headlines crafted to stir fear, and even more so because Donald Trump's the president. But sometimes, just sometimes, the numbers speak clearly enough that even the most partisan interpreter can't twist them into a crisis. Now, let's take a look at the latest economic data. You'll want to pay close attention because beneath the surface, there is a quiet strength emerging, a resilience, a strength built not by bureaucratic schemes or government handouts, but by the discipline of people like you, the American worker. And that kind of policy framework, guys, that's something that absolutely has to be respected. So first, let's look at the employment cost index. We call it the ECI. It is up 0.9% this past quarter. Wages and benefits are growing right on target. Not too hot, not too cold. But that's what happens when you let the market do what it does best, reward hard work. Stability like this, guys, just doesn't happen by accident. It comes from a climate where businesses can grow, invest, compete. That's the Republican approach, and it's working. Those wages are staying stagnant. They're staying strong, and in some sectors, they're increasing. That's exactly what we want to see. Now, let's look at, turn to personal consumption expenditures. We call that the PCE. It has rose 1.8%. That's real money being spent by real families. It's not reckless. It's not irresponsible. People feel confident enough to buy, to move, to live, not because the government told them to, but because the economy is giving them the room to breathe. That kind of moderate growth, it's the hallmark of a healthy, mature economy. Is it what we would like it to be? Could it be a little higher? It could. Did it go down just a little bit? Just a little bit. But for the most part, that PCE number is still really, really strong. And yes, GDP, that was a big one that everyone kept talking about. The GDP, it's dipping. Yeah, it dipped 0.3%. That's a slight contraction. I got to be honest with you guys about that. And some on the other side will try to paint it as a sign of danger. The media will do the same. But let me tell you something. You have to look beneath the paint, guys. This isn't a collapse. It's an adjustment. Inventories may be down a little bit because of tariffs. People are worried about it. Maybe trade softened a little bit again because of the president's tariffs, but consumer spending and wages are holding up. That's a sign of durability, the kind of durability that comes when you don't lean too hard on the federal ledger. And so if the president can move quickly and swiftly on these trade deals, that's going to improve. And here's the curveball. Core PCE inflation, 3.5%. Higher than expected, yes, but let's not pretend it's 2022. We're not watching a runaway inflation anymore. This is the last mile for a long journey, and we're getting closer. And mark my words, we'll get there faster if Washington can resist the urge to overcorrect. No sudden moves, no panic, just a steady hand, something the Republican Party knows a thing or two about, which is why I want to encourage President Trump to bring to closure some trade deals with our key trade partners, put the focus on China. The marketplace is looking for stability. So are consumers. And when they see that and they're getting hints of it, they keep hearing, okay, we're getting close to a deal. We're getting closer to the deal. Mr. President, let's get those deals going because the economy is strong. It's waiting for you so that we can see a surplus and we can see this market rebound. Now, the big number again was the jobs report. It's a Friday that I'm taping this show. 175,000 new jobs. Look at the CNN headline there. Unemployment steady, 4.2%. You don't get numbers like that in a weak economy. These are signs of an American workforce that still believes in the value of a paycheck, still believes in upward mobility, and they should because the system, though imperfect, is beginning to deliver. So what do we have here? We have wages are rising, keeping pace with cost of living. Spending is steady. Americans aren't fearful, they're forward-looking. A modest GDP dip, but one that doesn't shake the core. Inflation elevated, but not spiraling. It's manageable. And most importantly, jobs. Real jobs, guys, are being created, sustained, and growing. Now, again, some on the left will look at this and say, oh, this is progress belongs to Biden. This is the fruit of the so-called transformative progressive policies. But I know better. This isn't the product of central planning or progressive fantasies. This is the result of a resilient private sector, a disciplined labor force, and a foundation built on conservative principles, competition, self-reliance, and trust in the enterprise. The Republican model is still working, and it's instilling confidence in the marketplace. And despite the disruptions from President Trump's attempt at new trade deals, the market is waiting for those deals to come to fruition so that it can rally and have a surplus. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call the great American economy. It's strong, the largest consumer market in the world. People want to get out there and spend. Jobs, companies, they have money. Capital is freeing up. They want to invest. They want to create new roles for the American people. They just need a little stability. And I promise you this, the minute President Trump says we got to deal with India, we got to deal with Japan, we got to deal with our friends in the European Union, as I just stated, this will get better. And it will rebound. And any losses you may have saw with your 401k, I promise you, you'll see a surplus. I'm Shermichael Singleton. Thanks for watching The Great American Economy. You got to love it. It's a good day, a beautiful day to be in the United States of America. It's a beautiful day to be an American citizen. Let's fix those trade deals. Let's make them a little fair for the American people and the American consumer. Let's focus our ire on China, who actually is a culprit in a lot of this. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.